I have some logistical questions about Love Island,
Yeah.
which I told you when you walked in that I had many.
Yeah.
The first one is just overall living in the villa. What would you use to describe it? Like what words come to mind when I take you back to those however many weeks that you lived there? First thing that pops into your head, living there.
Okay, it feels like a Sims game.
Okay.
For me, it did.
Okay.
When I walked in, I was like, whoa, this is a computer game. Everyone's like a computer game. Like, everyone's going to you go to the beach hut and then you come out. It's like, it just didn't feel real.
Right.
And for me to make it feel real, I had to get the idea of this is the cameras, ignore them.
Right.
So it took me about a week to just completely just ignore everything and then be me. Because I was like, this is surreal. There's cameras in the toilets. Like, I can't physically do number 2 because I feel, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. But the beds, like the bedroom.
Right.
Everyone's bed is literally this close. Like, my bed's here, someone's bed's here.
Yeah.
And I swear, this is not a lie, nobody from my year had sex on TV.
Really?
No, there's been a few blow dries.
Yeah.
Nail
Blow
salons.
dries.
Nail salons, as they've called it.
Right,
I've
that.
heard them, we at the night time.
Right.
It happens usually past midnight.
Do you know what time it is?
No, but I know from the sun.
Okay.
So when the sun strikes a certain way, I can kind of guess if it's afternoon, night, but it's intense. And again, I don't know why I wasn't in the hideaway. I still think me and Davide should have been in the hideaway.
Right. Well, did you hear this season you don't have to get permission to be in the hideaway?
I heard Joey and Grace were...
How do you feel about their no permission?
Look, I feel sorry for Sam. I like Samantha.
Yeah.
Samantha, I don't know how I feel about the situation with her being betrayed like that.
Yeah.
She was a sweet girl, and I'm Team Sam, so...
Yeah,
I didn't like how that played out. Joey's my friend, by the way.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah, I love that he's in there. He's playing his game, whatever he's doing. But I didn't like how he just saw Grace, and then because there's going to be bombshells every week. What's he going to do when the next blonde girl comes in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What, leave Grace and go to her?
Yeah.
It's just I'm always empowering women, so I feel bad for the girl.
Right.
And
It's interesting to have someone like Joey in the mix because he's been on so many shows.
Yeah.
And it's just he doesn't have to take the week to get used to the cameras.
No.
It's a different ballgame.
He is. He's very confident.
Yeah.
And he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. That was an interesting move by the producers. It's a good thing, but also like it does dominate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like he's a character, so it's almost like too much sometimes.
Yeah. And I generally, I hope he's actually looking for the one now.
Right.
Because, come on, Joey, you've been single for how many years?
What % of people on Love Island, just generally speaking, do you think are there for love or for other reasons?
So I'm not going to give you names.
Okay.
But when I was on my show, I knew from day one who was in there for what.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when the show finished, everyone was like, Ekin, you were right. So I'm usually good at reading people. That was one of my talents on the show.
Yeah.
And I genuinely didn't think I was going to win. I thought I'd go home. That week when I was on the bottom with Amber, I was like, right, I'm going home because the public probably hates me because I kissed Jay.
Right.
And and I thought, well, it was fun until it lasted. And then they saved me. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But, Davide knew he was going to win. And I was like, how do you know you're going to win? This is weird. And he was like, I'm funny. I was like...
Confidence.
Right, okay. But no, I genuinely didn't think I was going to win.
Yeah.
But again, listen, darling, as viewers, you can see who's playing.
Yeah, yeah.
The audience are so clever. If I'm clever, the audience are too.
Yeah.
They know when someone's in there for the Instagram followers, which doesn't happen again now, by the way, because they've got no rights to the handles anymore.
Right.
But yeah, you can tell who's faking it. You can tell who's actually in love. You can tell who's insecure. You can tell who's lost a little bit on the show.
Yeah.
There's always the one person who's lost and doesn't talk to anyone.
Right. Yeah.
That person usually gets sent home after as well.
Early.
They're not doing anything. People keep saying, and I need to say, you're on holiday. We are not on holiday,
You're
guys.
working.
It's a TV show. We know it's a TV show. It's what we signed up for.
Yeah.
Okay? And when I'm on holiday, I relax. I don't feel on edge every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
When there's a bombshell or a challenge or a text message.
Yeah.
I felt anxiety throughout the whole show. Like, there was good times on the dates. They would put sweet moments in.
Yeah.
But that is not a holiday.
Right.
There's a scene in Big Brother as well, when me and Zizi were talking about it, and that's what I was trying to tell her. I was like, it is not a holiday.
Yeah.
It is not. Give me a name that's like a holiday like Love Island. It's a
Yeah.
TV show, and people know what they're signing up for.
Yeah.